Hello everyone, I am the Lonely Hunter, back with something different this time. This time we are uploading some Extinction gameplay. This time we take on the aliens, we try to eliminate them all, and this is one of the runs that I had with a friend of mine. We got the Invasion DLC and we got into it pretty much to play everything that it had to offer, to play multiplayer, to play some Extinction, and I have to say that the Invasion DLC is one of the best DLCs out for Call of Duty Ghosts. It's a pretty great DLC, there are a lot of things to enjoy there, and Extinction is a part of the DLC that I fairly enjoyed. I liked it a lot. Now let me say this about Extinction. At first, before getting the game, I was like really pumped about Extinction. I was really excited about Extinction. I was gonna upload a lot of things. I had a lot of plans for Extinction. But unfortunately, when I played the Point of Contact, I was greatly disappointed because there was no story and it was a straight up horde mode that was really stale and generic. Even if there were some aliens, I really didn't care about them. I really didn't care about the team, about the guys that were fighting. So there was no point to upload anything. But this time around, with the new chapters in the Extinction storyline, I feel like it's a more enjoyable storyline. It's something better. At least there are some mysteries, there are some things for you to discover, there are some additions, and as you can see, this thing is completely different. Now you have those obelisks that you need to destroy, you have a new creature. I believe it is called the Gargoyle, I'm not really sure, which is kind of a beast creature shooting you from the air, and it was really nice to face it. Apart from the rhinos, apart from the things that made Extinction what it was, there are fairly new additions. There are a lot of new additions that make this a really great and enjoyable experience, and of course I found the gun of preference here, the gun that I love in Extinction. This is the Amelie, and it has a really great attachment. It has the arc on it. I was pretty fortunate to find it when we were fighting some rhinos, and it was really great to equip it, especially because I am a really bad player at Extinction. I'm an Extinction noob, so this attachment helped me a lot. It helped me survive, and it made this run more enjoyable in general. So I have no complaints about the new chapters, and I hope they give more focus. I hope they focus more on Extinction, they bring more and more stuff, because I want to see how this thing evolves. I know that we have one more thing to discover. I think it is the Nemesis DLC that is gonna come out, and this is gonna be the final chapter for Extinction, probably. I want it to be something epic, seriously now. I want the Extinction part of this game to go out in an epic way, because it really deserves it. I mean, it started off really slow, it started off uninteresting, and it made a comeback, which is something that I would like to congratulate the guys who worked for that, because they showed creativity, and at the beginning there was no creativity at all. It was a straight up horde mode, so congratulations for coming back. Now, this is the third link in the Call of Duty universe. This is the third mode, as we like to call it, because there are the campaign and multiplayer. I know there is a percentage of people who play the campaign, and there still is that they care only about the campaign. Yeah, the campaign is good, it is genre defining, because many people, when they see a first person shooter that is a bit on rails, a bit generic, immediately they try to compare it with Battlefield and Call of Duty campaigns, and for the most part that FPS doesn't do well, doesn't fare well against those guys, against Call of Duty and against Battlefield that have that campaign so many years now with the franchise going. So I believe that the campaign is a solid thing for most people to enjoy, is a thing that you would expect to grow, that you would expect to develop and become more and more spectacular for future titles. And of course multiplayer is the main focus that most of the players enjoy and go through until they rank up, until they reach max prestige, or until they are done with the game, until they believe that the game has nothing to offer to them anymore, or they take it too seriously, they go competitive on the multiplayer. So this is another aspect of the game. Now the third mode is something really important, because this shows diversity, this shows the creativity of the studio behind that mode, and it sure is something fun. It sure is something that is a change of pace, basically, that helps others relax. And you know, it's not only about multiplayer. You have to take a break sometime and do something completely different in an FPS. So this started back in CoD 4 with the old school mode, which was kind of multiplayer based again, that you had to pick up the perks and you have to pick up the weapons, but you still had to fight opponents in multiplayer in the same way that you did in normal multiplayer. And then you had, of course, the zombies, and the zombies were a really big chapter, I believe, because they tried to build upon that a lot, and they did that in World at War, they did that in Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 was the best period for zombies, I believe, but I'm not a really big fan of zombies. I'm not a really big fan of that mode, so excuse me for not knowing a lot of things. I am a big noob when it comes to zombies as well, because I generally don't play those third modes, but I enjoyed Extinction a lot, so probably from now on I will start playing those third modes, because they are interesting, they have something to give us. So I believe that the next Call of Duty that is gonna come out, the Advanced Warfare, is gonna bring something to the table that is as fun and as enjoyable as Extinction, and possibly as epic as the Zombies mode. And I have seen some things from Call of Duty Online with the robot zombies attacking. Yeah, that was some really fun stuff there. That was some really great mode right there. So I believe that there's gonna be something like a robot revolution, just to change the pace right there. You know, people fighting the robots that are turning against humanity, and possibly there might be some robotic creatures, some robotic monsters, some mechs. I know these things are not confirmed, but these are my hopes, these are my expectations, because it's a futuristic warfare. It's something in the future, it's a future setting, so possibly we will see robots, possibly we will see something like aliens again, but in a different story arc, in a different line that you will have to face, and maybe we will see some more epic settings than this one, because this one, yeah, it's set in caves, you have hives, you have obelisks, but we will see how the evolution goes with that one. I wouldn't really like to see zombies again, but if it was for robot zombies like in Call of Duty Online, hell yeah, because I really liked the animations. I believe that they were spot on, and I totally enjoyed them. I totally enjoyed the live streams that I saw. I haven't got my hands on the Call of Duty Online yet, because it's a really perfect experience. It's a Call of Duty fantasy for me, because it has the maps from many other Call of Duties, and I would really like to try them out. I don't know how can I get access to that, because it is China only. Possibly we will have a way into that, maybe I will have to break in, I do not know, but I will try to find a way and possibly bring you gameplay for that. So this is a part of the live stream that I did with a friend of mine. We had a lot of fun. It was a pretty good run, fighting the rhinos and fighting all the other aliens. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I am out. Peace.